Hey, welcome everybody to another Steve Z Chronicles. This is 2 days in a row. Look, I'm trying to get better at this thing, all right? I really am. Today, this is hopefully going to be a really short video. I'm going to fillet our fish we caught yesterday, and we set them on, kept them on ice overnight, and then I'm going to deep fry a few of them up and show you the recipe that I use for deep frying our fish up. So bluegill, we got a few decent sized bluegill and one really big crappie, and then we also got a couple bass too. So anyway, we'll show you. Some people, they cut down through here like this. They turn back and then they cut right through the ribs, and that's fine. That's a perfectly fine way to do it. What I do is I come back up here and I cut down that main fin there. Helps to have a sharp knife. My knife ain't that sharp right now. I cut down, I lift up that skin with my thumb, cut down to the ribs. You can hear that. Once I get to the back of the ribs, I cut through, and I angle the knife downwards, and I cut along that backbone. Then I lift up and I kind of pull up over the ribs, kind of pulls out of the pin bones or leaves the pin bones in there. And then I just cut down the rest of those ribs there. And I don't really mess around with the stomach meat too much. And so I set it right there. Then put your fingernail down there. They make contraptions for this, but I'm trying to show you this is what you do if you don't have a ton of money to buy all the fancy gadgets in order to make your job easy. I know they make things you can pinch on that and all that good stuff, but see that is a perfectly boneless, and I like them this size. You get them battered up real good and you deep fry that, oh man, it's gonna just taste amazing. Cut the other side, same thing, just right down that, I think that's the dorsal fin, that main back fin there. You don't need to know the technical names of the fish anatomy in order to clean yourself some wonderful fishes. So put that in there. Same thing, I hold down, pull up, pulls that skin right over them pin bones, cut down the rib cage there, check, done. I'm just pressing down and I'm angling it down, and I'm just gonna skin right there. The sharper the knife, the better this will be. My knife is not that sharp, but it's working okay. Look at that beautiful, beautiful boneless fillet there. It is going to be good. Let's pull something else out, let's pull something a little more substantial out, like a bass. We said this yesterday in our last video. I actually enjoy bass. There's a lot of people don't like bass. I enjoy it if they're right at keeper size. And you know, they're a fun sport fish, so we shouldn't overfish them. If I get something that's a big old monster fish, I'm gonna throw it back. But right around that keeper size, if I can get them around that 14 or 15 inches, when they come in right at keeper, those are the ones I keep, because those are gonna be the best tasting, best eating fish. And bass, small bass, is actually pretty good fish, and they just offer a humongous fillet. And so on these ones, I just follow along that rib line and kind of cutting up and around. Do that little pull over the pin bones. Just cut along that ribs. Don't want ribs. Don't want bones in my meat. Look at that big old fillet though. Same thing. Just gonna go right down. Once you cut in a little bit, you can get a better purchase on the skin. I've had these things, skin breaks or cuts through a lot. That's fine, but so I mean, this ain't no 5-pound bass, right? It ain't no salmon fillet. But look at the amount of meat you can get on a bass, man. That's pretty awesome stuff. Sometimes people just kind of cut in. There's meat all the way up here. There's meat all the way up here, so I try not to miss that. I try to cut way up in there, like that, before I make my turn. I want to get as much of that meat as I possibly can off this fish. Oh yeah, that's another good fillet. Look at that thing. Oh, that's gonna fry up real good, real good. I gotta get a picture with this crappie. Holy cow, man. Gotta make a thumbnail real quick. 13-inch crappie, look at that thing. Yeah, dude. That is huge. Can you see that? I mean, good grief. Thing's a monster. Just for size comparison, look at that. So that's a 14.5-inch keeper bass. That's a crappie. Man, I know people have caught bigger crappies than that, but there's gonna be a ton of meat on that crappie. Kind of saving it for last. I'm gonna clean that one last. Clean up these. Let me show you another way people do it too, which is fine. Either way is fine. I like to kind of pull over the pin bones myself, but this way it works fine too. Going down, finding the end of the ribs, cut across, trying to stay on top of that backbone, of course. And I'm just kind of feeling that backbone. I'm gonna get all the meat I can off that thing. And I'm lifting up and I'm cutting over the ribs. Now, instead of pulling over them, I'll just cut through those pin bones. This is what most people do. This is how my father-in-law taught me to do it. And then you cut down that rib meat, and that works. I usually don't eat much of the belly meat. I don't think it's a big deal, but they say that the belly meat is what contains most of the, if there's gonna be heavy metals in it. And in Michigan, pretty much all of our inland lakes here in Michigan have mercury. So they actually recommend, like, pregnant women and stuff aren't even supposed to eat a bunch of this, and non-pregnant people are supposed to not eat it, like a ton of it, I guess. So, all right, down to the last fish here. We're gonna clean that up for you. I'm gonna go back through these bass fillets, and what I do with these bass fillets is I chunk them up. I like little crispy bites, okay? Bass bites, man, that's what I call them, bass bites. You don't have to cut them this small. This is how I like them. All right, the moment that we've been waiting. That crappie is gonna be stinking huge, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep that one fillet. I love crappie. I think I would say my favorite pan fish to eat is crappie, but they're also super fun to catch too. Almost as much meat as that bass. Getting way up in that head meat. So awesome. Oh man, big old crappie. Big old crappie carcass. All right, so I'm gonna skin these things out the rest of the way. I'm gonna rinse them. I'm not gonna show you that. You don't need to see that. I rinse this under cold water. Try to get all the debris, all the slime, everything off there. I want to start out some real clean meat, and then I will bring you back and show you how I prepare the batter, what I do for batter, and then if you can always tweak it. You can always change it, tweak it around, see if you want something a little different. However your taste buds are. I'm going to show you here in just a second how we do that. So just hang tight there, and we'll be back with you in just a minute. Hold on, got to show you this. Look at that. That's a crappie fillet. Good grief, that thing is huge. I love it. All right, seriously, we'll show you here in just a second. All right, having weird issues with my camera, wanting to try to go into time warp, time lapse, whatever. Anyway, we're here, got the fish cleaned off. I've put fish in Louisiana hot sauce. I usually use Frank's red hot sauce, but somebody told me try Louisiana on fish, and it's really good. So I'm gonna try that today. I've not done that before. In this bag, I have 1 part flour, 1 part cornmeal, regular flour. My daughter has a gluten allergy, so on this one I have some gluten-free flour and some cornmeal. I got a plate for her finished product, plate for everybody else's finished product. Got a deep fry with some hot oil. It's ready to go, and I got to season these flours up real good. You definitely want a little bit of seasoning on them. Let me grab some seasoning real quick. I usually just use a Farm Dust Dutch Country seasonings, Weavers here. That's pretty good, but I'm running low on that, so I'll put a little bit of that in here, and then I'm gonna have to put a little bit of this AP seasoning, and that's pretty good stuff too. This AP seasoning, this is by the Killer Hogs, another YouTube guy I watch. He's got some pretty good videos too on barbecuing, but it's basically the same 2 seasonings. AP, it's got garlic and salt and pepper and garlic and a couple other little things in there. Shake it up real good. If I can see the seasoning in the flour, I feel like I've got enough in there. Do the same thing on my daughter's. She's got a little less. I'm gonna cook hers first. That oil is hot and ready. Take this, put a couple pieces in there. Try not to make a mess. She ain't having my crappie. I love her, but I don't have to give up my crappie. See that? Get all that powder. Okay. I might have actually gave her one of my crappie fillets. I'm not 100%. Oh yeah! Look at that. Waiting for it to get golden crispy. They say wait for it to float, but basically fish cooks so quick. I'm looking for the color I want and the texture of the batter. And I want to get them not burnt. I want to get them nice golden brown color. Technically, that piece right there you could eat. It's floating. The meat itself is done, but I'm gonna let it cook for just a little bit. The way I do it, it doesn't end up being too overdone, so it should be over. That was trying to flop out. All right, now that's more like the color I like right there. I'm gonna call that done. Haven, is that enough? You wanna take it? Eat it? Nope, you're not in the video.
Stupid dog, I tripped over.
Okay.
I have my hands full of clothes and
You're in the video right now, though. You're talking on the video. All right. Yep. Nope, I'm gonna keep it in. All right, my turn. Delivered that meat off to the gluten-free daughter. Now to cook up some good stuff. Oh yeah. About to put some in the plate that I can eat. Do a quick taste test on them and then sign off this video. Like I said, short video today. Filleting some fish, cooking some fish. Try this way. I'm telling you, if you like hot sauce, or at least kind of like hot sauce, try it. It's not overpowering. It just gives a little hint of hot sauce flavor to it. I love it. My wife loves it. Oh, it's getting so close to getting done. I'm telling you. It's floating, so it's technically done. I like it a little crispy. Oh yeah. Hey baby, come on here and give me a taste test, see what you think. I'm gonna invite my wife in here real quick. She's gonna take a little taste and see how this Louisiana fares. We can smell that Louisiana hot sauce.
Tastes really good.
I don't know if I like it better than Frank's, but it's good.
I don't know, but you definitely make the best fish I've ever tasted.
Do you think it's better?
Crunchy and everything. I don't know. I just
compared to Frank's, what do you think?
I don't know. I kind of prefer Frank's anyway, so but I think it tastes good. Like I wouldn't say I like it more or less. I like it.
No,
both.
I think they're even tied.
Yeah, I like them both.
It's not overpowering the fish. It's really just you get that hint of hot sauce in there. Oh, good stuff.
It's really good.
Oh, I got scale 1 to 10. What do you think?
Oh, I'd definitely give it a 10. I would order that in a restaurant.
I would too. I'd give it a 10 as well. Sam, do you want to do a little trial here? Sam's going to do a little trial too. That's bass bite right there. You want a bass bite?
I like bass bites.
I like the bass bites too.
It's really hot.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. What do you think? It's hot.
I like this better.
You like it a little bit better? I don't know. I guess I'll just go with whichever one's cheaper, but I think you're tied with Frank's Red Hot. I think it tastes pretty good. All right, we're going to sign off here today. That's it for this video. Again, hey, please subscribe, hit that like button, share it. All those things help out the channel a ton, and I do appreciate you tuning in and watching. Hope it helps you with filleting. If you want me to do more videos like this, leave it in the comments if that's what you like. Suggestions, video suggestions. If it's too weird, I'll ignore it. But if it's a good suggestion, I'll like it and add it to the idea list. But if you like these fishing videos, catch, clean, and cook sort of videos, let me know in the comments if you want me to kind of stick down that line, and we'll do some more of them. But hey, remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. God bless you. Have yourself a fantastic day.